Whew. Down the steep bank again, but I said I wanted to get here one more time. It's November. It was 32 this morning with no wind. I'm gonna get up to 60. I'm going fishing. Stick around. All right, beautiful day in November. This whole week looks good. I'm hoping to get some fishing in before the cold finally gets here. Water temp, have no idea. I'm gonna assume maybe low 50s. I didn't put the finder on today because mainly in this lake, I don't need it for depth. I know where everything's at. There's no offshore structure like humps or points to look for. And I thought the only thing I'd really need it for is water temp, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to put the whole thing on just to figure out what the water temp is. I probably got an idea. Like I said, low 50s. It's probably pretty close, give or take 3 or 4 degrees one way or the other. Probably just gonna work crankbaits, jigs with the, if I find some structure, some trees in the water, anything like that will work jigs. I got a chatterbait back there. I'm thinking those 3 will probably get me through whatever I'm gonna find here today, if I find anything. This time of year can be kind of iffy. You know, with water temps in the 50s, one of the first things you're going to ask yourself is, where are they? Shallow in the sunny areas, deep? Hard to say. I think I'll go up in here just to see what's going on up here. Oh, there we go. Got one right here off the brush. Oh, he was real close when he hit it. He was pretty close when he hit. Yeah, you were awful close when you hit it. Oh yeah, it was worth going out. Woo-ho-ho. Right next to brush. Green jig. Ooh. That's a nice fish. There we go. I like that. Nice fish. Good way to start the day. All right. You got me wet. Well, guys, there's one thing we always need to remind ourselves. The water's cold like this, just slow everything down. Slow that retrieve down. Try to adjust for the colder water temps. And especially with crankbaits. I think crankbaits, you really need to slow those down. And I have a hard time. It's like I got to keep reminding myself to reel slower, and then I don't do it. So I think that's a good excuse for me to go out and buy a new reel. Most of the reels I have are all 7-to-1, 7.5-to-1, stuff like that. I just think they need to be a little slower for the crankbait. Something in the 6s, maybe the mid-6 range would be better. So I think come off season, it's time to buy a new reel. And then I won't have to remind myself to slow down all the time, because I never usually do it. All right, chatterbait, let's find a fish, huh? So far, one with the jig, can't find anything with the crankbait. So we're gonna see if the chatterbait can do anything. Try to remember. Bring that slow too. Still cold out here. There we go. With the chatterbait. Hey, that's decent fish. Oh yeah, that's decent. Oh yeah. Come here, girl. Oh, still. Almost got you. There we go. Woo! Oh, you turned around, guys. You're not facing the sun, huh? There we go. Hey, that's nice. I like that. Ooh, look at that. Just pops right out. Blue, black, chatterbait, gold blade. I'll explain that gold blade in a minute. All right. You know what? We're going to put a scale on this. I want to see what this thing weighs. So hang on a minute. I'll get a scale. All right. 3.4 pounds. Not bad. I like that. That's good. Let me just tell you. Let me get her back in. All right. Blue black chatterbait, gold blade. These are some I made myself. Gold blade. Most of the forage on these small little lakes like this are bluegill. So I tend to like a gold blade. I think the coloring of bluegill, it's more like it. Does it mean anything? I don't know, but you know what? It means something to me. I guess that's all that counts. Let's go find some more. All right, switching back to a jig, coming up to the brush, and I made a change in light of what we've been doing. Blue black jig. Switched over to blue black. Last time it was kind of a watermelon, a natural color. I thought, well, if blue black's going to work on the chatterbait, maybe blue black will be better on the jig. We'll see. Well, guys, if you're watching this thinking maybe, hey, I might want to get one of those two-man bass boats. Those look kind of cool, but man, I've been really looking at kayaks. Thinking I was going to get a kayak. Well, as a two-man bass boat owner, let me give you a piece of advice. It's 32 degrees this morning. The water temp's in the low 50s, and I didn't have to get my feet wet. That's my piece of advice. Something was making little dimples in the water there, but that's not how they do, because we put a chatterbait right through there. They didn't look at it. Well, they didn't hit it. I can't say they didn't look at it. I don't know that. There we go. There's another one. Oh, the chatterbait's working out all right, huh? There we go. Not quite as big as the last one, but nice fish, though. All right. There we go, guys. We'll take that. Same blue black chatterbait. They are cold. Yeah, maybe I do wish I'd know what the temp is in the water, but you know what? I might have something coming up here in the next week or two that'll solve that problem. It's the fact that I don't always like to have the other fish finder because it takes a lot of work. I think I got a solution for that. We'll know in a few weeks. Well, guys, we did manage 3. Hey, it's November. In Nebraska, it could just easily be snowing. It's warm enough to fish. We'll take the 3 we got. We'll be happy with them. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.